for him to just see where we're coming from, why the public are like, you know what, there is a story behind this.
Yeah.
This thing just didn't happen like this. Initially, they said it was a hair infection. He died of a hair infection. And then shortly after that, we were hearing things about
another story.
He was stabbed with a poison knife. You know, so many kind of stories surrounding this thing. And at some point, he is the music god. You know, too many conspiracy around the death of this guy. But we all know that something is not right.
That's correct.
What I'm trying to say. We all know that
something is
not
wrong.
Right. But because if it was
justice for Mohbad,
people could just be like, oh, maybe, you know. And then especially this DNA thing. If your hands are clean for some reason, even if you know, even if the child doesn't belong to Mohbad, as a woman, people make mistakes. Like, oh, well, I was with him, I was people, I don't know. Yeah, like, okay, maybe something. You know, like, just come out straight. At this point, lying can't help. It can't help. This case has gone too far. You know, lying can't do anything anymore at this point. Just come out straight. The man, this lady is actually fighting with the wrong man. Honestly, this is the only person that can save him, because the forgiveness of the death of this guy is only in his hands. Only Mohbad that can be like, you know what, I'm not pressing charges anymore. This guy has died. I want him to go and rest. You know what? Whoever has done to him, okay, I leave them to God. Like he did in the first place. Because he never knew he could get all of this support he's getting right now. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, to me, I feel like whatever evidence we've got, we can present it to Brekete now. Where the cases are, that's where we can, you know, get way forward. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, please, I'm not sure. I know, you know, we're all enjoying what you're saying, like all these questions that you're bringing on and all that. Because at the end of the day, I don't want us to give these other people, you know, chances of saying, oh, did we not say this? Oh, did we not say? Trying to see ways of, you know, defending what is not. Because this thing is quite evident. You understand? So please, I don't know, like, well, it's up to you, but this is just my personal view, because there is nothing to cover up here anymore. Honestly, let's just go with the flow of things now. All right? Thank you.
Yeah. I think Bossman is not.
I'm here. I'm still here. I'm trying to look for a page, me.
Okay.
Don't with me. I'm trying to. I want to be, because I'm trying to jot down different pages I want to read out for us, because I want us to, in case of some of us that doesn't know that you don't have a copy of a CTC. This CTC has really helped us. All right, and I'm not going to lie to you. There are a lot of wrong narratives that those people have been going to the inquests have been. There's a part that they were over too exaggerated. And there's some part that they did not even tell us that we found out on the CTC, because CTC is to give us exactly what was asked and they answered, you know. And so I want to be reading from 238, where they question Wummi. 238, page 238. If you have a copy of the CTC on you, please can you just open to 238. When they asked Wummi, here on the page 238, Wummi was being cross-examined, and then they asked her a question. The lawyer asked her a question, and then she answered. She said, the question is, let me ask you, from that scene of the accident, you said the blood was not really gushing, just a drop? Wummi answered. Wummi is the wife of the deceased. She said, I did not notice until he got to the room to meet me. And the answer, when he got to the room, was the blood still gushing? Wummi said, it wasn't. It wasn't. Wummi answered that it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I already used my baby cotton wool. And the questioner again, how did you have a bed sheet soaked with blood?
Yeah.
And Wummi said,
Please, hold on, please. Can I chip in something before, because I will soon step out. This thing you just read, yeah? When I was analyzing to someone, that picture where we saw the blood stain,
I said that cloth could actually even be, you know, when they call it, is it oshuka or something, when you're tying a baby. You all know when you back a baby, there's this kind of...
Oja, they call it Oja.
Oja. Thank you very much. It's called Oja. Some people use ashoke, some use all these fours, something like a fours. And that's what is on Mohbad's neck. So now she has even confirmed it on CTC. If you pay attention to what she said, she used her son's cloth. Please read that part again. Go a bit backwards. That she used it to stop the blood. Read it again, please.
She said she used a cotton wool, a baby's cotton wool. Baby's cotton wool.
Okay.
That's what she said.
Who's going?
Baby cotton wool.
Lie?
Okay, let me read the question.
Wummi let pass every other thing for life.
They ask her, let me ask you, from that scene of the incident, you said the blood was not really gushing, just a drop? And Wummi answered, I didn't notice until we got to the room to meet me. Question. When he got to the room, was the blood still gushing? Wummi answered, it wasn't. I already used my baby's cotton wool. And the questioner again, how did you have a bed sheet soaked with blood? Wummi answered, the bed sheet? Nothing was soaked with blood, ma. It was just the hand that he slept till the next day. His mother, or was it his brother? Okay, yeah. Hold on. There's a mistake here. His mother, or was it his brother, used the bed? Okay, his mother, or was it his brother that used the bed sheet to sleep, to sleep for like a week after my husband died? It was not really gushing. It was just a normal stain. And they asked her, who broke the news of his death in the car? Wummi answered, I was not in the car with them. Question, my lord, that would be all, okay? They asked who broke the news in the car. That was when they said Mohbad is there, Mohbad is there. Wummi claimed that she was not in the car with them. So back to this. I'm actually want to talk about the blood in the car. Wummi claimed that she did not realize that Mohbad's hand was gushing out. That blood was gushing out of his hand. See, the police need to be thoroughly investigated as well, because we realize that the police are not helping out. That one that caused the situation right here that we have right now. That is why every community, every citizen of Nigeria put this cause of Mohbad on themselves. We are the press. We are the journalists. We are the police. We are the investigator. We are the judge. That's why we remain the jury on the case of Mohbad. We are the one, the citizens, the concerned citizens, put this whole thing on ourselves to find out the truth, because we did not even trust the police. We did not trust the authority, because they messed up this case for myself. So we decided to unravel the fight of Mohbad. That is why we did not have the might. We took over the social media space to unravel the death. And it's been on this case for the past 10 months and some change. And we will not stop talking until we are able to get justice for Mohbad. Now, I just read the CTC. How is it possible in the preliminary statement of the police, if you can't see, we are recapping, and we are reading from the CTC to debunk what the wife of the deceased, every one of them in the house, and even the police have said. There are a lot of discrepancies in all these things, and even the result of the toxicology came out inconclusive. And there's a lot of discrepancy in that statement, in that exam, in that result as well. So now, how is it possible for Wummi to say that she did not notice that the blood was gushing out of the hand of Mohbad? And she said it was just a drop. And normally, in the result of the CTC, the inconclusive one, they said that it was how many percentage wounds did they find in the CTC, please?
They said superficial wound with 1.6 centimeter
1.6 centimeter.
Yep.
Do you know how deep 1.6 centimeter is? If it was a wound, if it was a stab wound, that means it goes in, right? How long deep can 1 centimeter goes? Is it possible to go? Is it possible to touch the tissue or just the surface of the skin? Normally.
Definitely, it will touch deep in the skin, and it also depends on the angle as well. It could penetrate deep. If it's on a soft tissue, like where you have like the neck, you understand? Just like now, we all know that we don't have a deep tissue, like a thick one, like when we have in the femur, like the thigh side. So it's different. So it's possible it's on the neck, or there was a stab on maybe a major artery.
Exactly. So now, Wummi claimed that she did not notice the blood of Mohbad. That blood was gushing out of his hand, and you were in the car, the same car with Mohbad. You drove home, and you did not notice that blood was gushing out of his hand of Mohbad. I think we need to talk into that part as well. I'm also looking into the.
Can I correct you there? She said she drove home with the taxi, but on the way to the hospital, definitely she claimed she was in the car. And that's where she would have seen bleeding. Do you understand? So she was inside that car. There was a part where she said she entered with the nurse.
No. I'm talking about this one is that they're talking about is that after the show, they were going home, that she did not notice the wound on the way home. That's when they're asking her that, okay, after... She's saying that she did not notice that there was blood on his hand until when Mohbad came to his room to meet her in the room, and Mohbad wanted to lap you. You remember she said that in the statistic? That when Mohbad, okay, maybe I should go further to you guys. They asked, this question was after the show, when they got home. She said that she did not notice the hand of Mohbad, that blood was gushing out on the hand of Mohbad until when Mohbad came to knock on the door using the jibami to knock on the door. You remember that part, or you want me to explain further? Namely,
I would advise you read further for other people that are on the neutral side. If I agree with you, they'll say, oh, people are still, we're on the neutral page. So please read a bit of them to understand.
Another thing is, when the police read a statement that he bled profusely, where did that statement come from? At least somebody must have given a testimony that Mohbad bled profusely before the police could actually read that out publicly. So that's why I would agree that the police need to be investigated as well. So because right now it seems like that statement doesn't exist anymore. But somebody must have given that, as part of their statement initially, that Mohbad bled profusely. But right now there's nothing like that anymore. You see?
Keep talking. I'm trying to look for another point to talk about. So, in what we've said so far, if any one of us want to add one or two things to debunk, or you want to say something, please, you can feel free to unmute your mic and then say something.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Ish Baba, good afternoon.
What's on? I see you. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to ask, let me say, is it a question of a clarity or something? Now, they claim that Mohbad by on their way to the hospital, blah, 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 inside the car. I want to ask, at what point, at what time, around what time did it buy inside the car when the car was not moving? That's one. Two is they said they called Baba on Tuesday and told him to go back before his instinct said, "Let me go." He got to the house. He didn't see him. He went to where they usually talk. Before they called him down, he's downstairs. Are you feeling what I'm saying? Before they said he was downstairs. Now, was it that in the morning or in the afternoon, when something happened to him, they rushed him to the hospital, and on their way going there or their way coming back home, they took him home? Because their story is not clear. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because their story is not clear. Now, someone is sick or something happened to him. You took him to the hospital. He died on the road. He died on the road, for example. Definitely should go to the hospital and the hospital it's BODO. And they will give him something. They will give you guys certificate of stuff. And you call the father. Let's say they were in the hospital when they called the father now. It's another thing. But you guys were at home and you called the father. Because I don't understand this their whole scenario and this their story. And it's not clear. And like the other day when she was trying to list out their claims, almost like 11 claims we could figure out. We are just begging them to just come out and just tell us what really happened. And Kevin Talks has said it already. Come out and say this is what happened. When you tell us this is what happened, we would definitely, you won't charge you much. I just hope we'll definitely get this justice, and we are very close. We are just like 80% to this justice, and we'll get it before the end of this year, and before the 1 year of Mohbad, by God's grace.
Yeah, thank you so much, Yorinde, for that one. Well, if you look at all of these things, there's one question I always ask myself, while we are waiting for Postman to go through to the CTC so that we can talk more on it. Now, my own first question is this. It might look awkward, but I've been asking the same question since September. The question is, was there or is there a hospital in all of these things at all? Is there a hospital in all of these things at all? Because this looks more like a script. Now, somebody's going to say, yes, the hospital came out and they made a statement. Anybody can make a statement. You get Bola, if you need the Access Bank, just DM me. I will send the Access Bank account to you. Because if you look at the car, just like Bossman said, the car was stationary. It wasn't moving. In fact, there was this, is it like DJ Bami now, beside the car. If the car was moving and there was a tree behind the car. So all of these things, I think, in my own opinion, I'm not ruling out that narrative, you understand? I am thinking there was never a hospital in any of these things. In all of these things, there is no hospital. They didn't take that guy to the hospital. Everything happened in that house. The car was parked in the street or inside a compound, and it was planned. I'm not going to say it was well planned. It wasn't well planned, because it was well planned, we wouldn't be seeing all of these things. That's why I always say there is no perfect crime. I always say there's no perfect crime. Everything happened in that house. Allegedly, now, let's use the word allegedly. He died on Monday. The woman got to know, Mohbad was in that house on Monday. She was taken back to Ikorodu or something, maybe that same Monday night or maybe Tuesday morning or something. Because now this is it. If he died, if he pined on Tuesday, as at 3 something that they claim, if he pined around that time, how long did it take the lawyer to get into that house? Is the lawyer living next? Maybe the lawyer is their neighbor. The 2 alphas that were met that were in that house, coming all the way from Ikorodu or somewhere, or are they also living in Lekki? All of the artists that were in that house when Papa got there, how far is their house to this thing? Were they already there before? Were they already expecting all of these things to happen in the first place so that they would just drive down there? If Papa met about 100 people in that place, how was it easy for them to gather 100 people in that place without Baba getting to know? So this thing, that's what we're still going to use the word allegedly, right? Happened on Monday. They are just looking for all way to clear off all of the evidences. Now, the so-called artist who sent money to Baba Mohbad, you understand, the money was later sent to Darusa. He didn't send the money to Baba Mohbad. I'm sorry for that. He wanted to send the money to Baba Mohbad. Baba Mohbad said, you send the money to Darusa. Now, if it happened 3 something, blah, 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 how come this guy that is not even in that house got to know that this guy is already there, to the extent of thinking, let me send them 2 million naira. The thought of, okay, the information getting to him, one, how long was it that immediately did something happen? That was when they called in, hello, this guy is gone. Because who are the family members that they called first in all of these things as it happened? Now, if Iya is claiming she didn't know, or maybe it was a Tuesday, why did it take them long to call Iya? Why did they call Iya and not Baba? Why did they call Baba? Because they want to claim now, sideline the man and put everything on the man because of maybe placenta, all of these things. Why did they have to call Iya? And when they want to settle fight, they call Baba to come and settle the fight for them. Now, we have different narratives, but the one that I am actually thinking about critically is that there was never an hospital in all of these things. I'm sorry, maybe I'm missing something somewhere. I think everything happened in that house, in that compound, in that street, and it didn't leave their particular estate. Everything happened in that particular place. That is what I am thinking. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a
I don't even think they went to any hospital, ish. Yeah. I don't think they went to any hospital. Like, maybe the hospital is just playing along or something. Exactly. I would actually advise Baba to,